What's up YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here. Welcome back to another Wednesday video here from Central North Carolina. Thank you so much for tuning in, subscribing. So I've already done the deed, but as I talk here, we're going to talk about what we did. I don't know what the title of this video is or what the thumbnail may be, but we talked about on the last video on Monday, we talked about the products you should see to be able to see to my left. If not, it's 005 CK. We've got the 101 plus 8% calcium cal-tid from GCI Turf and Pete over there. And then we have Pete's O2YS natural adjuvant. These three products I have just got done applying to the lawn. And let me tell you, this was probably the worst spray. Again, I don't know if I've caught the spirit of idiot or if I'm just forgetting what I'm doing, but it's been this was like the worst spray I ever did. So before we get into the spray, and again, I'll show you clips of what I did capture some of the spray and mixing it and all that. So as you may see those clips, CK, why are we putting this down? We're setting, as I said in the last video, we're setting ourselves up for summer success. We're trying to, as I've preached and preached and preached. This is the time of year. We look great in fall with the cool season lawn. We look great in winter with a cool season lawn. We look great in spring with my cool season lawn, but now it's crunch time. This is what we've been planning for ever since fall, since we planted our Jonathan Green turf, our GCI turf, our cool blue, our solar green, our dense shade mix, our spreader elite, all this grass that we have here in the backyard. It's now time to see how deep are those roots. Have we pushed the roots to grow as deep as we can? Is it trained enough to survive in the summer? And so one of the things we talked about last video, if you missed out, is we talked about this new product, two new products. One, the main one that I wanted to order being the 101 cal-tid. I watched a video in summary. I watched a video from Pete. He talked about his plan for success for the summer. And you guys know I'm a DIYer. I've never worked in lawn care, never had a business, never anything like that. I'm a home guy with a normal job, and so I just want my grass to survive. And we struggled, and I saw what happened the first year. We lost all of our lawn around July. It just dissipated. Then last year we made it all the way into the 1st of August, and it was a lot longer when we pushed potassium. So this year we're trying to go even further into summer without any type of insect outbreak, fungus, or just losing our grass due to drought or lack of water. So we're trying to build up in the soil, in our grass plant, the best things that we need for it. And Pete talked about it in a recent video, which the calcium is the bus driver of nutrients to the plant. It builds those cell walls of the plant to get stronger and hopefully be less susceptible to heat. Then we got what I added in there was CK. CK is kelp. It's derived, obviously, you know, kelp comes from the ocean. If you ever been swimming and you feel a little weed touching your feet and it freaks you out and you go, oh, and run out of the ocean, then it's probably sea kelp. Well, sea kelp is in a rough environment in that ocean. It's tossing and turning. It's in rocky. It get rocks thrown all around. It is a tough plant in that environment. And so CK is the extraction of kelp into this liquid, which you apply monthly. It's supposed to add a benefit of stress relief to our turf grass of fescue here. So we've added in the calcium, the sea kelp, and also the natural adjuvant. As you guys know, if you watch GCI Turf's channel, Pete is big about the natural adjuvant. You can use less rates of your product, and with the natural adjuvant it will open up the pores of the plant, basically, for a long story short, and it's readily available. The plant begins to the foliage begins to absorb that product right away as soon as we apply it. And he's a big believer. He's been preaching it for years. I have this one bottle of a natural adjuvant I bought. I'm about halfway through it after today, and hopefully it's doing what Pete says it does, and we'll see what happens. So anyways, if you've not seen the clips, I'll talk about the spray. I made such rookie mistakes today with my spray. The first thing, this CK bottle, I'm getting to the bottle, and this is a warning to anybody out there that maybe you've had your CK bottle for over a year. Mine's been about over a year. I had some clumping and I wasn't paying attention. My wife was talking to me about some other things. I was pouring it, you know, I've got, you know, we cover 8,000 square feet with our strom, so I only need 4 ounces of CK, and I was pouring it in my little GCI cup here, and I thought I heard a bloop, and there was a little clump, but I didn't pay attention. I was talking, and so when I dumped that in, apparently, as I begin to spray and do my trim pass, my sprayer stopped with all of that product in it. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Now what am I gonna do? I literally said that out loud. What am I gonna do now? Lord help me. This is the times when I get really close to Jesus, because I was like, what have I done? And I'm thinking, oh, that clump, I wonder if that was something from that CK, because I'm at the bottom of it and I shake it well and everything. Well, I'll show you a clip. I haven't recorded it yet, but I'll show you the clip of the kelp that's laying right behind me on the sidewalk. It's little clumps, and if you smell it, it smells just like fishy pier. It smells like the pier at the coast of North Carolina. It's kelp. It's natural kelp. So when one instance, if you say that Next is not using actual kelp in their product, I prove you wrong, because there's some kelp plant right behind me on my turf. And I had to, therefore, my 5-gallon bucket saved me. I had to dump all the product into my 5-gallon bucket, and there was tons of kelp that had balled together or some sort, and gotten stuck to my my screening inside my Strom sprayer. So I had to spray it out, and thank God for this little filter. Once I poured the product back in, I put my filter on top of my Strom sprayer, and it caught all the kelp. And so some of that is right here just to be able to show you. But thank God for the Strom filter here that was able to filter that stuff out. And so I finally got that resolved. Well, when I did it, guess what? I had to tilt that screen that's inside of my sprayer. There's a little screen that sucks the liquid, right? There's a tube. I had to tilt that up to be able to hit it hard with the jet nozzle of my water hose. And so it had to blast off all that kelp that had stuck in, and it got all of it. And so then we had to get that out, pour the product back in, and make sure, and then that all went smooth. I was like, thank you, Jesus. So I go to spraying. Well, I'm getting close to the end over here, the last section that I always spray, and it starts, and I said, and immediately I knew, I said, you forgot to turn that little screen back to the bottom so that you can suck all the liquid out of the bottom. Open it up, sure enough, the screen's looking at me right now. So I had to tilt my sprayer, and like an idiot, I should have took my glove off. I put my glove in to tilt it. My glove gets all disgusting, so it was bad. It was terrible. So I immediately washed my hands. Don't worry, I took safety precautions, but the 5-gallon bucket saved me to dump my product into it. Then I took my big GCI thing and scooped it out, and then poured the little bit of remaining in there. But it was just the most aggravating thing ever. But guess what? The 101 is down, the cal-tid is down, the CK is down. So though it was a terrible experience as far as spraying today, we're supposed to have some rain this afternoon. I'm hoping, you know, that can only help. And as I mentioned in the last video, I'm filming this back to back for Wednesday, but I'm hoping that I've got a bottle of Hydrotain coming from Amazon, and we're going to get out here and I'm going to be in the rain spraying some Hydrotain down as well to be watered in. So just want to put that quick Wednesday video. We don't always do a Wednesday video, but we've had content to do. And as long as I have content to talk to you guys about in the lawn, I want to let you know what I'm doing, the bad things I'm doing. Number one, make sure that you don't have clumping. You may want to go ahead, and if you've taken off the screen, when you get to the bottom of your CK, you may want to check it out. If you're using CK, this is the time of year to do it. Use your filter. Make sure none of that clumping gets in there, and you have to do what I do. Dump the entire product into a 5-gallon bucket, filter it out, and then do it again. If I would have paid attention, that wouldn't happen. And then once you do that, you need to make sure your screen is all the way at the bottom of your tank so that it's sucking all the liquid from the very bottom. Even if it's tilted, it can move in there. When you're using your paint stirrer, you can knock that thing and knock it side to side, and you've got, you know, this much product still in the bottom that's not sucking up because your tube is not right. So you may want to check that preventatively with water or nothing in there to make sure you're good to go. So some more steps that you guys can learn from me messing up. But that's about it. Just want to let you know we got the cal-tid down, we got the CK down. It smells like the ocean out here. I'm not gonna lie, that kelp is strong. So I know that it got applied. You know, I tried to adjust my walking patterns, so it's all applied. Now if we could just get the Hydrotain down, I can get that off my brain and my conscience. So thank you guys for checking out another Wednesday video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure and smash that like button. I don't know, I hate when they say smash the like button. Click the like button if you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe if you're not. Share it with your friends. A big shout out always to GCI Turf, to Pete. He's taught me so much, and thank him for sharing the videos of what he does in his lawn. Hopefully we'll get the same results here. God bless you guys. Enjoy your Wednesday. We'll see you on Friday with another video.